what I've been getting from this time here is that there's some things that I haven't thought about, or there are some areas that I could have gone down to make something look better. And so I really enjoy having these opportunities because I was raised to always look for reasons to change, not just to do it, but if you have a good reason and have things evolve. And in fact, there's a I can't remember who told me this, but I live by this: is if it ain't broke, break it. And I do that with my class. I do that in my life and personal life and so on. And sometimes I got to slow down because I'm changing too many things at one time. But ultimately, it keeps everything real lively and enjoyable.
I, for the first time, am really tying back my assessments individually to my course goals. And I think that is so important. I've come full circle. My PhD is in education. And I know this is something that I learned 15, 20 years ago, but this has re-educated me and brought me back to looking at the steps and saying, okay, I want my students to learn this, but am I really assessing them? And so now I know that every goal that I've set for my students is tied to an activity, and that activity is being assessed.
We're sort of doing integrated course design already, in that I'm working with 2 different graduate students this semester, 1 graduate student last semester with the Capstone, that is, as well as with John Grimo, who's the Stan Fulton executive chef, and Don Wood, who does the instruction in the front of the house in that building. So we've been trying to streamline and make sure that our outcomes are similar. The delivery's different, but the outcomes we wanted to make sure are the same. And the great thing about what we did today and yesterday is it created a framework for us, kind of explained it from A to Z, and gives us the opportunity to then go back and put those pieces from both of the different programs on either side of the campus into place, and then we can analyze that, kind of synthesize them together and see what works best, bounce ideas off of each other, and then come up with sort of a streamlined student experience that's consistent, regardless of who the instructors are. So that's probably the best thing for me.
I would love to do it now with the other courses I teach, and sit down with, again, my colleagues that teach the same subject matter and find out how do you approach it. And the irony is that the gentleman whose office is right next to mine, we both teach the same class, and we've never sat down and spent 2 or 3 hours talking. How do you teach it? What do you do? Are we getting to the same end point? And so I think there's real benefit in establishing, the consistent learning outcomes for the students across faculty, because we run into that challenge of students picking and choosing which faculty member they want to take a course from. And so I kind of now, all right, I'm ready to do this now for my organizational behavior class, my services management class, and this would be a really terrific experience.